Very good afternoon, dear students.
संडे को है ना? हाँ, नेक्स्ट संडे वाला ना? हाँ, कोई बात नहीं,
तो आज रख लीजिएगा धन्यवाद याद रखिए।
धीरे धीरे रहना, जैसे जितना होता है।
Good afternoon, everyone. So, well, dear students, be online quickly. Okay, Rishi, Janvi. Okay, Eli, Santosh. Okay, good afternoon. Now, today a new poem that we are going to discuss. At the title of the poem, you can see the addressing of cats by T.S. Eliot. So, T.S. Eliot is a 20th century poet, and we are in 21st century. Now, I'll show you what is going to explain or what is going to tell you all about through this poem. That line by line we are going to read out and we'll understand what actually so who can tell me if you see the title of the poem, The Addressing of Cats by T.S. Eliot. The addressing of cats. So all of you know what do you mean by address and addressing. So can anyone tell me what is address and addressing? Addressing, the poem is all about how to name a cat, because each of you have every child has got his or her name. So similarly, the poet talks about the cats here and how we are going to address them. Clear? How the name can be given. How you name a cat. Because if you have a pet dog also at home, then I think that the dog might have its own name, like Tommy, Rummy, so any name, and especially dogs, the Tommy, and so many names, you can entitle them. Similarly, how we are going to entitle names to those cats, this is all about, and the poet tells you also very interesting thing, that almost all the people, they have a notion in their mind that dogs are the most faithful animals in the world. Clear? No one is faithful except dog in the world. There is a saying, but the poet proves it, that cats are superior to dogs. How cats they will be superior to dogs. Almost all of us we don't prefer to have a cat at home, but I think that Alice, you have a pet cat also, and the poet will be in favor of you because you have a pet cat. The poet doesn't like the people who have pet dogs. What are the demerits of keeping dogs as our pet animals? That also will come to know. Why cats should be taken care, why we should keep them as pet animals also at home. The poet will tell you all about in this poem. Clear? So let us see. You have read of several kinds of cat, and my opinion now is that. Whose opinion? My refers to the poet T.S. Eliot. My refers to here T.S. Eliot. In his opinion, you need no interpreter to understand their character. You now have learnt enough to see that cats are much like you and me. There are several kinds of cat you can see around you. You might have seen, different kinds of cat, and the poet tells here that to describe a cat, we don't need any interpreter or someone who is going to explain about the cat. The poet tells you that, to understand their character, you now have learned enough to see that cats are much like you and me. The poet tells you that the cats are just like human beings. And to describe the human nature or human beings, we don't need any interpreter. Similarly, to describe any cat also, the poet says that I don't think that we can need any interpreter or any person who can explain or who can jot down some merit and demerit about cat. Because cats are just like human beings. As you have, different tastes in your life, you have different habits. Similarly, the cat also can have different habits, like human beings. Whatever what are the characteristics you have, the poet says that, the cats, they also possess the same qualities, the same characteristics, the same features like human beings. They are not different from human beings. But dog can be different. How cats are not different from human beings, that also will come to learn in this point. So you try to understand what I am trying to make you understand, because this will come in examination, so get ready. What are the qualities or characteristics, that you can match cats with human beings? Like, and other people whom we find possess various types of mind, Similarly, as people do possess, different kinds of mind, some can think higher order in a different higher order scale, they can have. Some people have lower order scale. Similarly, the cats also, some cats, they can have higher order thinking ability, Some cats are lower order thinking ability, like human beings. You see how, like human beings, the poet is treating cats, As you have come across some people, are very same, their mentality is matching, Some are mad, some are good and some are bad, Some good people you can see also around you, some bad people also you can see. Similarly, the poet says that, some good cats also you can see and some bad cats also you can see. They are just like human beings. How can it become possible, how cats can become like human beings? That we have to understand. Some are better, some cats are better, some are worse, but all may be described in words. You have seen them both at work and games, and I learned about their proper names, their habits and their habitat, but how would you address a cat? But still the poet is in doubt that, how actually we are going to name a cat, because the cat does not want to easily come under the control of human beings. Because dog is different from cat, because the dog, it can be under your control within fraction of second. If you just offer him a piece of bone, or if you just show him, tempt any dog with some roti or chapati, then the dog will follow you and it will remain faithful to you. The dog will run after you. If you tempt with a simple bit of chapati also, if you tempt him, then the dog will run after you. But cats are not like them. They are just like human beings. Some human beings, they do possess, different kinds of minds. Similarly, the cats also can possess different kinds of mind. Some are same, and some are mad, some are better, some are worse, like human beings. But all may be described in verse. So the poet is describing all these in or through this poem. Verse means poem. Through these lines, he is trying to tell you about the nature of cats, what they like, what they don't like, how they come under the control of a human being, everything will come to learn. Their habits and their habitat, where they actually live, what they like to do, and at the end how you are going to name or entitle any name to a cat, that is all about. See, when you are having suppose any animal and the animal is under the control of you, okay, as you have written, cats are not that much of loyal, okay, so cats can also become loyal, like dogs. And why dog does not like dogs, that is given in the second stanza. In the first stanza, he tells you all about that, the cats, they do possess some characteristics, like human beings. Okay, they have different taste also, like human beings. But dogs, they don't have any taste. Whatever you give, they will eat. But we human beings, every day you can't eat dal, something spicy you need. Variety is the spices of life. The dogs can be given anything and it can eat happily, and the dog is very happy with whatever it gets, but the cat is not like that. That is why he is comparing cats can be equal to human beings. They are just like human beings. So how would you address then a cat? And only you can address a cat, you can entitle a name to a cat when it is very much close to you, and once the cat trusts you so much, then only you think that the cat is under my control, I can entitle any name, and with that name you can call the cat can come to you. So many cats are there, you see. As soon as they see you, then they just run away. They don't come under the control of human beings. If you try to call any cat, now you test it. Have an experiment today. If you are going and if you just show something to a cat and you try to call it, the cat will never come to you. But the same thing you do with a dog, the dog will automatically run to you, will come near you. Because the dog, immediately, it mixes, it does, mix up with the people. But the cats are not like that. They are something different, As we human beings, first of all we understand the people, then we come closer to them. We know them very properly, we know their habits, their habitat, their whereabouts, then we come closer to them. We first work out on their nature. After we understand their nature very well, then we go or we come closer to them. Similarly, the cats also behave like that. But the dogs are not like that. If you try to tempt with some chapati also, or roti, or even some piece of bone also, even the dog can be tempted easily. Did you understand? That is why the poet does not like dogs, because the dogs, they easily become faithful, okay, and they come closer to human beings. So first your memory I will jog and say that a cat is not a dog. In the second stanza the poet is saying that a cat cannot become a dog. Cat is different from dog, and dog also is different from cat. And you might now and then supply some caviar or strasbourg pie, some potted grouse, these are the good items, He is sure to have his personal taste, I know a cat who makes a habit of eating nothing else but rabbit. And when he is finished, licks his paws. Now you see, so many delicious items are available, some potted grouse, strasbourg pie, these are all food items, if you tempt the cat by showing all these also, then the cat will never come closer to you. What actually likes, what cat actually likes? Either milk or tidbit of fish, or even rabbit. Did you understand? If you try to show a cat with a lot of biscuit or any cake, then the cat don't think that the cake that cat will easily come under your control. But if you do it, you have the experiment with a dog, then the dog can easily come to you. Show him with a packet of biscuit only. It will start showing its tongue, and the saliva will start rolling down from its mouth, Dog one I am talking. But the cats, they are something different, Unless and until you show them as per their personal taste, they will never come. Show them till bit of fish. They have their own personal taste. But the dogs, they don't have their own personal taste. Anything you provide them. And they easily, mix up with the people. That is their demerit. And the bird, that is why does not like them. And once you are providing any such things to a cat like tidbit of fish, then you see, and when he's finished, he will lick his paw, so as not to waste the onion sauce also of cats, entitled to expect these evidences of respect. And so in time you reach your aim, and finally call him by his name. So this is this, and that is that, and there how you address a cat. I think a lot of things which are given in your book. I think many one or two more stanzas are there. I think Santosh, you just even send me the text today. I'll just go through that text. Or else you just send me the text. What actually is there? We'll say. I just picked up it from net and showing you the poem. So let me check it out whether I think that many more things are there in your textbook. There is the comparison going on in between cats and dog, and why the poet does not like the cat, dogs also I am telling you. The poet does not like the dogs because some dogs, are there many dogs are there, they bark but seldom bite. That is why the poet does not like them. They show up themselves that we are very much powerful. Some stout dogs, they show up. They will start barking in such a way that you will be frightened. But in reality, they bark a lot, but they seldom bite. The dog will bark in such a way you will be frightened. But once you come near to it, then you might have seen the nature of maximum dogs, that they will become calm down, they will just go on barking at you, they will bark at you, but they will never bite. Okay, exceptional case, if there is a mad dog, then it can bite you also. But maximum many dogs are there, they don't normally bite. That is why the poet says that these dogs, they are very much, they appear like as if they are mighty, very powerful, mightiest, very powerful, but in fact they don't bite, they just bark at the people. That is why it does not like them. And more, one thing, very important thing in the poem, the poet tells why the poet is not in favor of dogs, I am telling you. Because they don't have their own personal taste. Anything you offer them, anything you provide, they will happily accept. But on the other hand, the cats, they are not going to accept anything you provide them. They have their own personal taste, and accordingly they will accept the things. That is their speciality. So are you able to understand what I am trying to say? Did you understand? And the poem is all about how to name a cat. Finally, this is all about. And you can name a cat when it comes closer to you. When it comes very much near to you, then only you can name the cat. Okay, and we'll come to know also that what actually the cat wants from the human beings. How you can have a cat as your pet animal also, that also will come to learn. So you just send me the text, because half text, I think it is available here. So you send me, someone should send me by clicking photo, okay. So I can show you here. Clear? So also we have come to learn in this poem that some people are there who are dog lovers. They love dogs very much. Some have their own personal likeness, like they are the lovers of cats. So that also will come to learn. Okay. So today let me wind it up here, and due to some technical error, we could not start our live class very much very faster, okay. So we had some technical error, a lot of challenges we are encountering also. So tomorrow someone should send me text after the class gets over, So till that time, bye, take care. Tomorrow in a detailed way, again the remaining portion that I'll explain to you, okay. So thank you very much, dear students, for attending live class. Thank you very much.